Hello and welcome to the channel. The House of Representatives election don't come and go. Tajuddin Abbas emerged victorious and will lead the Green Chamber as Speaker alongside Benjamin Kalu as his deputy. But the two opposition not even stand a chance as a result of the balloting system they employ to run the voting. I'm here to talk about how them cast the election for the two opposition, Wase and Georgie. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. 10th House. How open voting worked against Wase and Georgie. The 10th National Assembly was inaugurated on Tuesday, and presiding officers of the Senate and the House of Representatives were elected during the exercise. The anointed candidates of the All Progressives Congress emerged winners despite stiff opposition to their endorsement by some members of both the governing party and the opposition People's Democratic Party. The National Working Committee of the APC had on May 8, 2023, released the zoning formula for the leadership of the 10th National Assembly, picking Godswill Akpabio, Akwa Ibom South-South, President of the Senate, Jibrin Barrow, Kano, Northwest, for Deputy President of the Senate, Tajuddin Abbas, Kaduna, Northwest, for Speaker, and Benjamin Kalu, Abia, Southeast, for Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Several aspirants for leadership positions in the Senate and the House had kicked against the APC leadership zoning plan, vowing to go ahead and contest against the party's choice candidates. The APC candidates and the aspirants aggrieved with the zoning plan of the party had banked on the votes of the newly elected members who are more than the returning members and members-elect in the opposition parties who collectively have more numbers than the ruling party. Nevertheless, Akpabio and Barrow won the Senate while Abbas and Kalu emerged as the presiding officers in the House. However, the elections in the Senate and the House took different patterns. While an open secret ballot was adopted in the Senate, it was an open voting in the House, which is one of the major factors many observers of the process have credited for APC's victory against opponents in the House. Long before the inauguration, several members-elect, especially freshers, expressed their reservations about open voting, especially at a time when there were more aspirants in the race. There were fears that those who wish to vote for aspirants outside the choice of their party and political godfathers might run into trouble. Some of the aspirants with deep pockets had also dangled carrots before the electorate in the chamber, a situation that tested the loyalty of members-elect. The atmosphere was rife with apprehension, so much that an online news medium, in a report that was deleted the same day, claimed there was a backdoor amendment of the standing orders of the House, which contains rules guiding the conduct of legislative business in the chamber. According to the report that was later dismissed by the House, it was alleged that the lawmakers had secretly amended the rules ahead of the inauguration of the 10th Assembly to restrict members' open ballots in the speakership and deputy speakership elections. Indeed, Femi Gbajabiamila became Speaker of the 9th House on June 11, 2019. He also had another APC member, Umar Bago, who is now Governor of Niger State, running against his anointed candidacy. By July 25 of the same year, the House had amended its standing orders to have new provisions. This, many political pundits have described as strategic, especially as it came long before there would be any suspicion. Chairman of the House Committee on Basic Education and Services, Professor Julius Ihonbere, who chaired the panel that reviewed the rules book in 2019, however dismissed the report. Ihonbere, in a statement released by the Secretariat of the Joint Task 10th Assembly, a coalition of members-elect of the APC and opposition parties, recalled how the House, on July 25, 2019, unanimously considered and adopted the report of its panel on a series of amendments to the standing orders of the House. The lawmaker also denied interference by Gbajabiamila in the process. Ihan Bere, a member of the APC from Edo State, was the chairman of the ad hoc committee on the review of the standing orders of the House of Reps, ex-chairman, ad hoc committee on the legislative agenda of the House of Reps, and ex-chairman, ad hoc committee on the revision of the legislative agenda of the House of Reps. The lawmaker wrote, "For the records, anyone insinuating the House rules was forced to allow open voting is either ignorant of what the members of the House of Representatives passed at plenary on Thursday, 25th July 2019, or is mischievous or intend to manipulate the election process of the 10th House against the rule of law." Ihan Bere made reference to page 32 of the gazetted votes and proceedings of July 25th, 2019 in the House's Gazette of Votes and Proceedings official records. The lawmaker also provided a copy of the document showing how the lawmakers voted on the clauses. The statement partly read, "The process was transparent and in line with our rules. Mr. Speaker, Femi Gbajabiamila did not interfere once in our deliberations. I never had even a one-on-one meeting with the Speaker throughout the process. The committee finalized its work and it was laid accordingly. The rest is history. It is not my wish to take up issues on the merit and demerits of the recommended and approved process. For now, let me state very categorically that the document was not tampered with in any way. As Democrats, we must all refrain from trying to corrupt, contaminate, or compromise the democratic process in any way. The amended standing orders of the House prescribes electronic voting or open voting, where each member will openly declare who they are voting for. Fortunately for Abbas and unfortunately for his opponents, the ongoing renovation of the National Assembly complex has led to the shutdown of the main chambers of the Senate and the House, which have the gadgets for electronic voting. Members of the Ninth Assembly spent their last year sitting in ad hoc venues, conference rooms, converted to chambers. Consequently, the Ninth House was limited to the other option of open voting. Perhaps the anti-Abbas forces would have hidden under the e-voting system to vote against the APC's candidates anonymously. A ranking member of the House, Bamidele Salam, PDP, Oshun, had in an interview with our correspondent before the elections noted that opposition members who had the backing of their respective parties' leadership had nothing to be afraid of. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.